What's up everyone, I'm Twisted, and today I just wanna make a quick video on 2xKO. This year the game saw the release of 4 new champions so far, these being Caitlyn, Akali, and most recently Senna and Thresh. And a while ago, Riot confirmed that 2 more champions will also join the game this year. So the question now is, from the more than 150 champions left, who are we going to see in the next couple months? Well, as someone who predicted Thresh, let me give you my thoughts. First, I have to mention Riven. Last year we got a datamine voice line for Darius where he calls his teammate a traitor.
A traitor at my side. How can I trust you?
This very likely means that the champion he's talking to is an Noxian champion who is against the Empire. There is actually not that many champions that really fit this description, and I believe the one that makes the most sense is Riven. She was a Noxian captain during the invasion of Ionia, but after seeing the destruction caused by Noxian chemical weapons, she deserted from the Empire, becoming known as a traitor. If there's a character that makes sense for Darius to call a traitor, it would be the one that literally fought on the same side as him, in the same army as him, before running away. On top of this, if we check the new Sentinel stage, we can find a couple Sentinel weapons. Some of these are just recolors of the weapons from champions such as Akali, Illaoi and Yasuo. But in the center of the stage we can find one that is not based on any weapon from a champion in the game. In fact, this is actually Riven's sword from her Sentinel skin in League. Now, obviously this doesn't mean much, as we've seen many references to other champions on stages, but I think it's worth mentioning considering we also have that one voice line hinting at her. Now, the second champion is a bit harder to guess, and I admit I'm a bit less confident on who they are. Earlier this year, some people, myself included, started theorizing that League of Legends will have its third and final season of this year be based on their music universe, which includes skins like KDA and Heartsteel. And this theory goes beyond just League, as we know TFT will also have a music-themed set, and that Riftbound will very likely have cards with artworks from music skins on its upcoming set. So if this is all true, it's very likely that 2xKO will also get some music-themed content, most likely skins. So as the last one of this year, maybe we should expect a champion that has one of these skins. Funny enough, if we take a look at the roster of True Damage, we almost have the whole band together in 2xKO, the only one missing being Qiyana. So maybe she'll be the last champion of this year. However, as much as I think Qiyana would be really fun in 2xKO, I think ending the year with her wouldn't be hype enough. After all the drama surrounding the game, and after the layoffs and uncertain future ahead, I think the team is going to want to end the year on a champion that's been at the top of the lists of most wanted champions. A champion people expected to be in the game already. He is right up there with Lee Sin and Samira, is none other than Sett. You literally cannot talk online about the roster of this game without getting at least one comment mentioning him. So I think it's finally time to give people what they want. And like I said, if 2xKO is also getting some music verse content, we could be getting Heartsteel Sett as a skin in the game. Riven and Sett, these are my predictions for the last 2 champions who will join 2xKO this year. Fun fact, Riven's abilities in League were inspired by the moveset of Marth from Smash Bros., with Marth even being her name during development. And Sett was heavily inspired by fighting game grapplers, such as Zangief, Alex and Potenkin. His name during development was also just Grappler. So if these two finally become playable in a fighting game, it will be a full circle moment for their characters. They're also highly requested, so I genuinely think the reception from players would be very positive if they were revealed. I've mentioned Sentinel Riven and Heartsteel Sett, but if I had to predict their launch skins as well, I would go with Battle Bunny Riven and Soul Fighter Sett. Recent champions have also been released alongside new stages, for the most part tied to them in terms of lore. So for Riven, I think an Noxian arena is just what makes the most sense. They have become quite recognizable. We could even have Draven just sitting in the background watching the fight. And for Sett, it would have to be his own underground arena, which we've only ever seen in Legends of Runeterra. It would be cool if he was just sitting in the background watching... oh. Maybe these stages would be a bit too similar, huh? Anyways, do you like my predictions or do you have some of your own? Let me know down below. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's free and you can always change your mind later. I'm Twisted and I'll see you guys in the next video.